Oh, it's going. I had to take my hair down, man. Good evening, chat. Let me see everybody's face, man. That's how I'm looking today. I know it's a little late today, but better late than never. I'm super tired. We're gonna get into something really interesting today. So before we get into today's topic, because this is it's very interesting. So I'm gonna say things. I know that throughout this series, everything's been unfiltered and pretty much unsolicited. But for this one, I'm going to give you enough hints for you to be able to figure out which brand this is. But in terms of showing the exact words in the emails and showing the exact brand name on here, I'm going to do my part and try to be a little bit careful just because it is a bigger brand and they have access to more power in certain rooms than I do. So I'm going to do this one a little differently. Now, real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send these photos to my drive. I'm gonna pull these up in my drive. So after we get off this starting screen, I have a brand logo screen ready for this. Now, what we're gonna do with that is after that, we're gonna talk about it. So I have some emails here that I sent myself through screenshots, and we're gonna talk about these. Where'd they go? Well, I did, and they're gone. What? Hold on a second. Okay, I'm just gonna have to cut this. I have no idea where these screenshots went. What the hell? Okay, hold on. I'll just cut this part out of the stream. Of course, I do want to show something. So just give me a sec. Because obviously I'm trying to make sure I'm still, showing something. So basically, what I have right here, it's just gonna be a couple screenshots from the email thread of the conversation. But the ones that I had prepped, I have no idea where they went. I just prepped them today, and now I don't see them. So, um, just give me a second because what I'm gonna do for this is I'm cutting out the full brand name and I'm cutting out the names of the people in the actual thread, just for safety purposes. But we're still gonna talk about this and we're still gonna get into it, and I'm still gonna have enough hints for you to be able to actually find out what's going on for yourself. But obviously, let me get some screenshots in real quick. And the brands also, when you search for it in your email, it highlights the words for you on the email. So that's also convenient. But this is just going to be me talking about what happened particularly. And I don't need too much extra stuff in here. Okay, so I'm just going to send these screenshots to myself. Oh, now they want to show up. Okay, now they want to show up. That's so weird. Okay, hold on just a sec. Because they weren't here a second ago. My hair's getting long. Or at least the locks are getting long. I've had hair, but The nice little wash day we had. Showing that link. All right. I had the shots popped up now, so I don't know what happened there. But let me pull up these shots for you and we can talk about these. So where I was going when I started the stream was that I was saying this stream is going to be a little differently. This stream's going to be a little different just in terms of like being safe because this is a very major brand. Okay, so we have 3 photos right here. Okay, great. So the photos that I'm about to pull up are a couple of screenshots from our email thread. Now, I'm not going to show every single email, but I'm going to read out our thread to you. So the 3 screenshots that I have right here are from one of the biggest beauty brands here, right? They work with Ulta. You can go and shop them at Ulta. A lot of people are familiar with this brand. And they're a very big multi-million-dollar brand. And I partnered with them back in 2024, I believe. So this stream, just know this stream is not about defamation. This stream is not about spreading negativity or hatred. This is me sharing my experience with this major beauty brand. I'm going to talk all about it. And again, like I said, I know that we've been super unfiltered throughout this series, but for this one, I crossed out a couple words just to be a little careful on my end. And even though I might not say this brand, the brand name fully, I'm going to have plenty of hints for you to be able to figure it out. And very major hints. So for Exposing Industry Week today, for day 5, we have something very special and something very particular. And one more time, before we get into this, I'm not going to go over everything as much as I used to, but we got the Rise right here. Shout out to Rise, my new sponsor. We got the Huel in the back. I'm going to drop my links to the sponsors down below. Go and shop. I'm not going to make this fully about that, but go show some love to my sponsors. Shout out to Rise for sponsoring me. Now, let's get into this. Day 5. We had a multi-million-dollar beauty brand that wanted me to work with them for free. This is enough of a hint for you. Like I said, I'm not going to make it blatant. Now we go to these screenshots, and I'm going to show you a couple of the emails, and I'm going to read to you our full thread from my end. And I want you to pay attention to this. So I'm going to read you this email. I'm going to give you some context. Here's this email right here. The brand name, you just see the TikTok post, Spark Ads. This is the agency that I was working with through this company. Hi, Devonte. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing great. February 10th, 2005. I worked with this brand back in 2004. And they reached back out, them and this agency reached back out in February 2025 because they wanted to run it back. So yeah, this says a lot about me, and it says a lot about the industry that we're in to be in this position. This is the agency reaching out, the CEO and everything, them want to work together.